Oh my God! And I've been going on and on blabbing. I've been blabbing so much, guys. Thank you so much for saying that dynamic. Oh my God! And I've just been talking nonstop. I must have just talked for like 20 minutes now or something like that. I just blew all my good stuff here. Let's see. I've been streaming for 10 minutes. Oh, good stuff, guys. Thank you for telling me. Been talking for 10 minutes nonstop. Shame everyone customers are not downloaded. That's true. That is a shame. Well, this was just set up several days ago, and we'll definitely get that going for next week. We'll take baby steps here, baby steps here, guys. One step at a time. But thank you so much for viewing, Dynamic. How are you today? And also, Aces, how are you? And now I get and now I get the laugh. He's like, "LOL, hired for commentating," because there's like no commentation at all when I've been just sitting here for blabbing for like 10 minutes. Anyway, very excited. I'll start all over again. Very excited to commentate and broadcast Grey Wolves Racing. I've been commentating basically NASCAR races and some of the East Seniors group races for, I guess I've been doing that for about 3 or 4 months. And then years ago, I used to commentate the NASCAR races. If you need a hand, just ask. I'm driving in car 8. Excellent. M vowels. I went on and on. I went down the list telling about every driver that what their name and car, and spoke a little bit about Brands Hatch. And unfortunately, that was all wasted. But what are you gonna do? It took me like 5 minutes to figure out how to. The server wasn't showing up in the list for me, and then what I ended up doing was I typed in brands and looked through the list, and that's how I found the server. But anyway, I'm very excited to do this race, and hopefully it'll be a good match. I'm looking to add probably several leagues to my channel, and it'll be all done free, and hopefully I'll get some subs. The biggest thing is right now is just building up the channel. This channel is only a few weeks old. I had been thinking about doing it. I had made the channel a while back, but and I just took a month. The month of August, I basically took off from racing and really being online. And this past week, I decided to expand beyond East Seniors Racing League and my personal gaming channel. Start this separate channel that's just completely dedicated towards sim racing and league racing. All right, I work for HRT and HRT Esports. Okay, sorry, I apologize. I'll have to look that up. So I'm not really familiar with that. I pretty much stay in my own little. I've stayed in my own little, cubby hole with ACC. I've been. I bought ACC a long, long time ago when it first came out, and then didn't participate. I played like maybe 2 hours, and then I don't know. I got involved with something else, and then during the winter, I watched someone stream ACC, and I enjoyed the stream. I watched them for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I joined East Seniors League, and then I started basically racing every week, getting more interested in it, and I found that I really enjoy watching the races more than I like racing. I've like in the other league that I participate in, I download all the replays, watch all the replays, make videos of them, that type of thing. I like to especially go over the crashes and stuff like that. But I'll definitely look up HRT. Thank you. And you work for them, they actually pay you. That's pretty cool. Here I'm blabbing. Well, let's take a look. Let's go down the list. We have S.Evans, and his best lap is a 123.973. He's taking the number one spot from Rogers. Rogers just slightly behind with a 123.982. Then Zelinski in fourth. Galanos in fourth. Vols, who's chatting in the chat right now. And very thankful that he told me that there was no audio. And usually I go through, when I first started off my streams, I go through a checklist, and I couldn't find the server, and so I was like, come on here. It was just not a normal start. So now we're going, and we're by that. So I'm just gonna just put it in the rear view mirror. Walter is sixth with a 125.101. That's a pretty big jump between the first two, or in the 123s. Then you have three gentlemen in the 124s. And then about six in the 125s, and pretty much from down there is 126 and 127s. We're currently riding with K Torrance. And you're going to find my streaming maybe a little bit different than most people that do the broadcasting or streaming. I don't just really sit on the leaders. I feel that everybody that's participating in the race have equal importance. If you showed up and practiced and took time out of your life to participate in an event, then you should get equal time in the broadcast. So we're clicking down to 2 minutes and 53 seconds left of free practice. And so far we've only had one incident. I'm not sure exactly what it was in the practice. That was between the 1 and the 777. We got a little power slide off the track, making things interesting. We're going to switch to Walter. Here's Vols. Let's ride with Vols a little bit, since he was just in the channel talking to us. And he just slid a little bit off the track. And his team is Ram Racing by DKR. Possibly a team, or maybe that's the person that painted his car. I'm not sure. I'm hearing myself, which is not good. Why am I hearing myself? I'm sure someone will be good enough to provide me with a skin pack for next week's race. That would be very helpful. And hopefully everyone's hearing me okay now. Mic check 1 2 3. And hopefully yeah, it seems loud and clear. Mic check 1 2 3. Thank you, Isometric. Appreciate that. I just turned the game sound up just a tad because I felt like the game seemed a little bit low. So yeah, as I said, I have raced in the East Senior League, so I'm definitely not a youngster. May sound young, but I am not young. Now we're running with Paul Townley. His last, his best. Let's go with his best lap. His best lap was a 125.683. Oh, here we go, qualifying. We have 15 minutes of qualifying, and it looks like the first man out of the pit is Zelinski. Very good voice for the job. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. If anything, I feel that I try to concentrate on just having a clear sound. I don't put any on any fake broadcaster voice. Hey guys, how's it going or any of that. I just be myself, that's all. No Ted Baxter voice here. What you'll find is I don't have great knowledge on all the corners on all the tracks because I'm pretty new to European tracks. Like as far as maybe some experience in iRacing years and years ago, but I was mostly a NASCAR type style gaming. I paint my own car. Okay, this is from M. Vols, who's driving in the number 8 Mercedes. He paints his own car, and HRT is Hop. Hopefully I say that correctly. Hop Racing Team. We take part in the GT World Challenge, DTM, Nuremberg 24 Hours, and more. That's pretty interesting. Thank you for that. Also, good luck on guys. Good luck on your qualifying laps. So I'm trying to learn about the tracks. Mostly, in iRacing, I did the American tracks like Mid Ohio and Sebring and Road America. But I'm definitely not a road track pro. I would say I was definitely better at the NASCAR Cup car and the Indy cars on the oval tracks. And also, I really love the Star Mazda and IndyCar. That was probably my favorite. I mean, Star Mazda in iRacing, those are probably my favorite cars. And I took about 9 years off from racing until this winter when I discovered ACC and the great community really ACC has. I know that the open servers probably have some bad eggs, but you're going to find that anywhere. But I found for the most part the ACC community to be very good. Oh, those are all, wow, you race all those in real life. That's pretty cool. You're not just a virtual racer, you're a real life racer. I find there's a lot of real life racers in this game as well. So let's move on. We spent enough time visiting with Zelinski, and I just realized Zelinski, if I'm saying his name correctly, is part of water racing. We're gonna ride with Sam Evans. His fastest lap is a 124.879 in his Lexus. So we haven't seen Pi, I don't think, out on the track yet. Torrance, Buckley hasn't qualified yet. So far, the only one under 125. Oh, Walter just did a 124.375, and so did Rogers. So Zelinski got bumped down to third. There's Evans running right behind Fish. Fish moves out of Evans' way. Very gentlemanly thing to do. Good man, Mr. Fish. He's driving in a BMW today. There's not a lot of straights on this track, so the BMW is probably a little bit of a handful on this track. He looks to be the only BMW as well. Ticking down to 9 minutes left of qualifying. Track temperature is at 38 Celsius. Hey, Stefan. Going to Stefan Buckley has just chimed in. He says, "Hi, Willie. Going to start last. New groove for me, and I despise this track." You'll be fine. And thanks for coming by to say hi. Appreciate that. And if anyone's hanging out, please hit the sub button. I'm trying to get to 100 subs so that I could get my I just started the channel, and I think last week I got up to 26 within like 3 or 4 days. But if I get to 100, then I could get a custom URL, which would be great. It'd be a lot easier for sharing. We're going to run with Sean Drysdale of TWA Dogs Racing. His fastest lap was a 124.693. And right now he's the fastest Mercedes. Surprisingly, we only have one port. We have one Porsche. We have 3 Lexuses. That's pretty rare to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Austins. 1, 2, 3, 4 McLarens. 1 Lambo. That's cool. I like when there's a variety of cars. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you. Appreciate that. Nah, if you don't like it, don't hit the like button. That's all right. If you like it, hit it. If you don't, that's cool either way. In fact, I'm all for, like, if somebody wants to leave a negative comment. I mean, I don't like it, but, like, if it's a constructive negative comment, that's fine with me. That means that they're watching. If someone leaves a bad comment and it gives me a chance to correct something I've done wrong or said wrong, that's to my advantage. That means hopefully they'll come back again. So we're now running with the number 10 Adri. This is a real tough one, guys. Gochalakix. He's running number 10. He's in a 94 car. Gochalaks. Gochalx. I'm going to call him Andre. That would be easier. I can only do, Stefan Buckley says I can do only 127 here. Did I mention I hate this track? Well, Basically, really, you could just kind of wait for people to run off the track and make up positions that way, because you know that will happen. I'd be shocked if it didn't. The number 52 of Dean Shasby has taken the track. His last lap was a 131. And he has only turned, this will be his second lap. Like I said, next week too, hopefully somebody will, during the week, lead me to the car bundle and I'll have the appropriate skins going. I'm not sure if that's something SimGP does. I have no, you can fit what I know in a thimble about SimGP, so I've only used it once. It says that I have raced 9 races in my profile at SimGP, but that is incorrect. I guess I had signed up for a series. I didn't think I qualified for the series. I raced the one race, and they never told me that I could race again. So I had like 8 DNFs listed, and which I didn't race in any of those 8 races, and that doesn't look too hot on my record that I signed up for 9 races and only raced one of them or something like that. There's an inside look from the 52 who's running the McLaren 52 Silver Racer Luna Racing Team. As I read the Discord and so on, I'll take mental notes of like people's personalities and what they're like, and I'll have a little more information about the drivers while I'm broadcasting. But being that this is the first time and just joined their Discord a couple days ago, my information is very limited. So Sheesby has improved his lap times by about 2 seconds after he's got 5 laps in now. And right in front of him is, with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left of qualifying, we have Sheesby in 15th, Torrance in 14th. We have Evans, who's still on the track, who's fastest lap was a 127.450, running in 13th. The number 86, the number 94, Adri, is running in 13th. Kate Torrance, 12th. He's just pulling off track. Ramirez, 11th. Kadivek in the 111 is 10th. And we're just going to jump to first. Evans with a 124.02, almost into the 123s, is running first. Rogers second. Vaughter third. Zelinski fourth. Drysdale fifth. Really nice, actually. While I'm looking at this, the top 8 drivers are all in the 124s, so that should make for a great race later. That's really great. And then it drops from 124s. There's nobody in the 125s. It drops to the 124s, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers in the 126s, and then 1, 2, 3 drivers in 127. So you might have some like interesting groupings in this race. It might make it a little bit exciting. Well, my name is Cap My name is Capitals. Is that bad? Um, I don't think it matters. I really don't think it really matters, bud. I'm sure they're just happy to have you here in your Lambo. And qualifying is over. We're just getting a couple guys getting their last laps in here. 2 through 6 are already in the pits. And we're riding with the number 15. He's trying to get his last lap in. Can he improve on his time? He's currently 7th. Yes, he just jumped. He jumped all the way to 5th place. Very nice. And now we're going to switch to Townley. He's already on the side. Ramirez pitted. Evans still has a lap going. Let's see if he can move up. We basically have Evans and Sheesby on the track still. Evans, Sheesby, and Fish all trying to see if they could move up on the grid. I like these last minute. You never know, the last minute somebody might bump somebody down. Nope. Whoa! There goes some SA points on after that. Oh boy, somebody just stopped in the middle of the track. So if you're viewing or you're viewing this live or after today you're viewing it recorded, I want to thank you for stopping in to say hello. Hopefully you type something in the chat and say how you came here, or if you liked the stream or didn't like the stream, or just say hello. Really appreciate it. Any kind of interaction. Hit the sub button if you're interested in racing, and be glad to have you come back again. A lot of blue flags. Oh, you just do the best you can. We'll see about the blue flags. Don't worry about the blue flags until they come. That's my motto. So let's just do a rundown. I like doing a rundown from the back to the front instead of the opposite. And we're going to go with the Helicam view. I always go to this camera. We have Buckley in the 73 Lambo. Then we have Pie. Need a better camera. Far chase. We have Pie in the 18th in the 59. Then Fish in the BMW, the Alone BMW. And then in the 52, 16th, Shadesby. The 15th, B. Evans in the 69. Ari in the 94, 14th. Torrance in the 86, 13th. J. Ramirez in the number 1. 11th, Cavadek, 111. Berggren, Towney, Vols, and we're getting going here. So Cheshire, Drysdale, Galanos, Valter, Rogers, and Zelinski. And on your pole is the 777 of Evans. And there he goes. He got everything sorted out, and now he's where he's supposed to be. We're gonna go with a Helicam for the start. Somebody's laying way back there. We're going to go with a Helicam around the middle of the pack here. Two cars almost get close together there, but it looks like so far a pretty darn good clean start. Let's go. We'll see. So far so good. No yellows. Someone got pushed off a little bit there. That looks like Fish. Fish got pushed off a little, it looks like. And that's Buckley being patient, waiting for him. So far, we just had a couple runoffs, the 83 and the 8, and there was a slight contact between the 15 and the 37. The 37 being Towney, and the 15 is Galanos. But other than that, man, super clean start. They're all spread out the front. Evans first, Zelinski, Rogers, Water, they're spreading out as we see. Galanos, Drysdale, Cheshire, Vols. Just running this through to see where the best racing might be. Buckley's dropped quite a ways back. That's all right. Just race at your pace, sir. Definitely a huge fan out throughout the course, though. You're watching, I believe, the first race of the season for Grey Wolf Racing. Should have known that. I should check that. I'm pretty sure it's their first race of the season. Oh, it's nice. Somebody linked me the map of the track. Thank you, Vols. Appreciate that. So, yes, this is the first race. It was a 30-minute practice, 50 minutes of qualifying, and a 45-minute race with a tires change pit stop. And that's on Sunday nights. They also have a Tuesday night sprint race at 8 p.m. UK time that starts at the 7th of September. 10-minute practice, 2 10-minute qualifiers, and two 20-minute sprint races with no pit stops. So if you're interested in checking them out, after the race, what I could do is put a link to their Discord. I'll put a link to their Discord in the and I'll put a link here just so I remember, just to give them a plug. And I'll put a link to their information under the stream after the race is over, or tomorrow, depending on time. Because I'm here to actually also, part of something I enjoy is promoting the various leagues as well. That's my thing. I do that on Twitter. On Twitter, I have two pretty large accounts that just concentrate on promoting streamers and events in gaming. I generally spend more time promoting other people instead of promoting myself. Evans handily in first place. His fastest lap after 3 laps is a 1:24.198. Zelinski second, Rogers third, Water fourth, Galanos fifth, Drysdale, Cheshire, Vols in eighth, Bergwin, Oh, we got a race going on here between Berggren and Ramirez. We want to take a better, closer look at that. Actually, that's Townley, Kadevec, and they got a nice three-man race going on here. And the pit is now open, so people can pit anytime they want now. So that battle right there is for 10th, 11th, and 12th. And that's between two Austins and a McLaren. Back behind them a little bit in 13th is Torrance. And Buckley seems to be doing just great. He's doing his fastest lap was a low 128, and he's hanging in there nicely. And considering it's not one of his tracks that he really enjoys, and also this is a new car to him that he's learning. So I would say he's doing a very fair job. S.Evans has fallen back to 16th. I'm gonna have to try and keep an eye too on like who pits and who doesn't pit and when they pit. That's just kind of a tricky thing. It's a lot to remember. And we have Vowles. Vowles is doing a short pit. There he is right there. It just showed up that he was already in the pit. I'm not sure if that was accident related or... Let me see. I could tell you right now. No. It looks like... let's say he might have had a runoff earlier, so I'm not sure if he had a runoff and that's caused his pit or he just decided to do short pit. There he goes. If something did unfortunate happen in his car, I guess that was a good time to do it early on like this. But I have a feeling it might be just a strategy. Evans has a huge gap of 2.3 seconds, and you see Rogers, and it looks like Vaughter. Looks like Vaughter's slowly reeling in Rogers, and then quite a bit ways back from them is Galanos. Now, if Rogers and Vaughter start the race, it might give Galanos a chance to sneak up on them. As you see, there's Drysdale and Cheshire. As you said, Cheshire just got a little bit loose there off the curb. But they're all somewhat in striking distance. If, say if Vaughter and Rogers start the race. So Rogers' last lap was a 125.146, and Vaughter was a 125.227. And Galanos was faster than both of them with a 125.050, so he's slightly gaining on them. You go, Galanos. Giddy up in the Lexus. And also, both Drysdale and Cheshire have keeping a really, really great pace. I mean, they're just a hair behind on their times. Now we're riding with the number 93 McLaren of M. Berggren. He's kind of on his lonesome. His fastest lap so far was a 126.088. I think we also lost someone. There was 19 drivers. Now I could have swore there was 19, and now it's only showing 18. Is there 19 before? I think we might have lost someone. And the 69. No, they're both still here. Rogers is going to pit. Rogers is just ducked in the pit. Drysdale is pitting also. So the second place and the fifth place drivers just gone in the pits, and definitely early strategy with 31 minutes to go. They're taking their pit now. They're not waiting. Watching closely to see if anyone else pits. To see Evans continues to extend his lead. Rogers still waiting. Rogers starting to come out of the pits. Where's the 777 is as you see coming across the start finish line, and Drysdale and Rogers are just ahead of him. So they haven't been lapped yet, but Drysdale better keep up pace now, or otherwise he's going to find himself a lap down. But at the same time, he's already gotten it. He's already gotten his. And he also has every right now to fight for his lap to keep Evans behind him if he wants to. But he is on the lead lap right at this moment still, and already has pit in, so he has some advantages going for himself right now. Barry Evans now has pitted. And most likely he's about to go a lap down because here comes the leader. Leader is crossing the start-finish line right now. And now Evans is going one lap down. We have now we have Voles as a lap down, Shasby and Evans. So we have 3 cars that are actually almost 2 laps down, I believe. We only have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars that have done 11 laps. 93 is just crossing now, so now he's done 11 laps, and he comes around right in front of Evans. It's the 37 of Townley. This was where the race gets very, very interesting. I love having the pit stop involved. Shasby is now in the pits. Let's look for the fastest lap of the race. So far, the fastest lap of the race was turned by, no surprise, S.Evans with a 124.918. Very, very, very few incidents in this race. It was super, super clean race. Cheshire is pitting. I'm sure he'll be able to get out of the pits before the leader comes around as well. There you see the leader, Evans, the 777 Lexus. Zelinski in second. Member of Walter Racing. Walter is third, so you got two Walter team members in the top 3 right now. Galanos, Tech 1 Racing is in 4th. So we have 2 Lexuses in the top 4. Berggren. I should have wrote down who pitted and who didn't, but I'm sure the top 3 guys, Evans, Zelinski, Walter hasn't pitted yet, Galanos hasn't pitted yet. I think all the way back to number 6 have not pitted as of yet. I don't think Pi has pitted yet. Maybe all the way back to 9th. Buckley, I don't believe, has pitted yet. Uh-oh. Buckley he's stuck on the curb, it looks like. Oh, he's in a horrible spot. Oh my God. Oh, you need to pull ahead. There you go. Now just pull up on the grass and wait for a spot to turn around. You should be good. Don't give up though. Hope you don't give up anyway. I think because we're down to 17 now. I'm pretty sure we started with 19 drivers, so might be able to still pick off some positions and move up more. Zelinski, as you see, and Walter just got a tire over the grass. Evans is now extended to 4-point lead gap, 4.1. Galanos hanging in there. And Berggren's doing very good. Pi is running ninth. Gonna keep sorting through to see if I can find some close action here. Buckley is pitted now. I think he might have been the last one to have to pit. Here we go. Here's the race. Kadevec, Townley. Blue flags waving. Wagging. Nice bunch up of 4 cars here. So they're for position right there. Kadevec and Townley are both on the same lap. And oh, there goes Townley and Ramirez and for their pits. And the leader, the person that has been leading the race is now pitted. He'll be coming out in 7th position. See Rogers right behind him. And we're now at the halfway mark of the race. Time ticking down to 22 minutes. And your current leader. Well, we have several people in the pits. Pi is in the pits. Pi's out of the pits. Townley out of the pits. Ramirez shortly will be out of the pits. And Walter is just gone into the pits. There he is. There's your leader right now. Andy Zelinski, number 13. Got the big red number 1 next to him right now. And he ducks into the pit. Boy, hopefully he's going there awful hot. I hope he doesn't overcook the pit and get a drive-through. Walter, I think, had a really nice pit. He pitted and came out ahead of the person that's basically led the driver who's led the entire race, S.Evans. So Walter actually pitted, I think, not right around the same time Evans pitted, and came out ahead. So he's looking pretty good. And I don't think Galanos pitted yet. It's showing as Zelinski's just pitting right now. And Zotter's going to be coming by him. Sorry, I think I just said Zotter. I meant Walter. Someone hitting the dirt in front of Walter. Not sure who that is in the green, and that might be Zelinski. Is that Zelinski right ahead of him? Yes. So he must have also had a pretty darn good pit. Galanos just pitted. So Zelinski had a very nice pit, it looks like, to come out ahead of Walter. And Evans must have had a very long pit. And he pitted way before, like, he had a nice cushion when he went into pits, but it seems though he had lost that cushion somewhere in the pit. As you see, Evans just run off a little bit there. Hope he's not. I hope he's not listening. And I just made him run off a little bit. So there's Galanos right there, and the leaders are just passing him right now. Pi is now in the pit. Adrian, the number 94, also in the pit. Track temperature still hanging around 35. We're working our way through the afternoon hours. We're at 4:17 p.m. game time. And we're ticking down to 17 minutes and 24 seconds. And you're running with the number 13, the leader of this race at the moment. But he's a leader, but his last lap was a 1 minute 30. Walter behind him's last lap was a 125, and Evans faster than both of them with a 124. So both, and Rogers behind him with a 124. So third and fourth place guys are definitely clicking off time. Something just happened to Rogers though. I'm not sure what. He might have had a runoff or something because his last lap was a lot slower, and Galanos has gotten by Rogers. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Is it in the number 38? It's not showing any runoffs for me. Although it does show that the 38 and 73 got together earlier. Oh, that was 73 was Buckley, I guess. Somehow they got together. It might have been when poor Mr. Buckley got caught on a curb or something. The curbs here could be like flypaper. You avoid hitting two slower cars, but another driver took me out of the race. I mean, that's too bad. I'm sure the admins will have a look at that. So we're gonna, oh, you just saw somebody driving off course there. I think people are starting to get tired. We're driving with Pi. He's a 16th place racer. He's hanging in there pretty good. His, let's see what he's doing for lap times. His fastest lap was 126.187, but his last lap, he must have had something happen. It was a 140.667. And someone has just left the race. We just lost somebody. I think it's Pi. We just lost Pi. While I was running with him, he must have had Oh wow, Walter just got pushed off the track. It looked like. Oh man, he's in the dirt. He's working hard to get it back on the track. He's lost several positions. I'm not sure if he got pushed off or what exactly happened. If he just lost it. The replay will definitely tell the story, which I don't have those capabilities to show the replays. So that's very unfortunate because he was having a great run, but he's still in the race. He's still fifth, sixth, seventh. He's still in seventh place, so he's still in a pretty good position. You never know what can happen in these races. There's 13 minutes and 40 seconds left. Anything can happen, but that is tough. That's tough luck to end up in the dirt. The other half of Walter Racing is still leading the race at the moment. And he's got a pretty good cushion going on. Oh, now Evans is all going off the track and hit the wall. That's why I'm talking about. You never know what could happen. Never, and he's losing positions now. And sometimes what happens, it's hard. Like when you're in an incident or you're involved in it, it's hard to get out of your head. And it looks like Evans, the 777, has left the track. He's loaded up on the trailer, and there you have it. Buckley, you get back out on the track, and you can pick up another couple positions. So right now we have Zelinski's looking pretty good. I thought that Buckley would have. I thought that Evans might have challenged, or Walter might have challenged Zelinski, but with all the things going on the track, Zelinski now has an 8.5 second lead over Galanos and a 12-second lead over Rogers. So he's got himself a nice cushion, and you have Galanos in second, trying to get by the Lexus. Finally, the Lexus decides it's a safe spot for him to move out of the way, and Galanos gets by. So yes, I'm looking back at the incidents, and there was an incident between the 68 and the 777's in the pit lane now. The 68 was Walter. So yeah, those two cars somehow got together. I'm not sure exactly what the circumstances were. Nor when I announce these races, I don't judge or talk too much about the circumstances of incidents. I'll let the video show it, and that's up to the admins. I have nothing to do with it. I'll just say I run something that tells me when the incidents are and time mark the incidents, and I just leave it at that. I like to keep the stream friendly and upbeat. Zelinski's last lap was a 125.377, which is faster to Galanos's. I'm sure Galanos will be ecstatic if he can finish here with 10 minutes left. If he can finish with a second after qualifying, I don't know, probably, I can't remember what he qualified, but I don't know if he qualified in the top 5 or not, but that would be extremely strong finish for him. Cheshire in 4th, Drysdale in 5th, Walter in 6th, Berggren, who's run a very nice steady race, in 7th. Let's find him. See what he's up to. just chugging along by himself. He's got Townley behind him, who is actually running almost a second slower. So I don't think there's any. If Bergeron keeps running what he's at now, he should be able to hold his position no problem. Vowles is 10th. Behind him is actually Torrance. Oh, Torrance is getting passed by Rogers right now. That is not for position, though. Some traffic coming up here for Cheshire. So we have Zelinski, Galanos, Rogers, Cheshire, and Drysdale make up your top 5. Then Vaughter, Townley, Berggren, Kadevec, Vowles. Vowles did a nice job. Vowles was actually in last place at one point. He pitted early and now has moved all the way up to 10th place. So that's good on him. Cheshire desperately trying to get by Torrance because his lights are flashing. Torrance is a blue flag, and he does have the opportunity to catch up to Rogers because Cheshire is actually looking pretty quick. Every second that ticks away right now is very, very... Oh, he turned him! He turned him. Well, you know, I don't know what to say because it was definitely holding him up. I don't know what to say, but that definitely looked like he turned him to me. He warned him. He flashed him. They were in a straight. There was opportunity to move. He didn't, and that, like I was just as I was saying, is that happened. Valuable seconds ticking away for position, and Cheshire actually at the time was catching up to Rogers. And now he has to work to make up the time that he lost. This is pretty much where it's at right now. There definitely was a contact incident reported on the race control between the 86 and 83 at the session time of 40 minutes and 2 seconds. But still, really, actually, there's been minimal amount of incidents in this race. There's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 two-car incidents, and then like four major runoffs. So it's been pretty good. For a first race, I think they should be pretty happy with themselves. Pit window is now done. There's no more pitting. And we'll take a look at Zelinski, who still is carrying an 8.3 second lead. There's your leader. He has a gap of 7.9 seconds over Galanos. That's the closest race right there, I think, between Cheshire and Rogers. Cheshire, Rogers, and Drysdale, any kind of slip up could change their position. Walter's slowing down a little bit. His last lap was a 127.255. Berggren is coming up on Taurus. We're going to keep a little eye on this. We want to see a possible pass here in a blue flag situation. We have 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Meanwhile, I'm going to still keep an eye on the leaderboard. Torrance earlier had an issue with the blue flag. He was turned from behind, and that was a little interesting, but I don't think Torrance was in the way at all. And also, I'm not sure what the rules are in this league. I'll have to read up on them. But as far as blue flags, they're suggested in game. Every league has different rules on the blue flags. Still, so far, the best lap of the race, of the current participants anyway, was S.Evans. It was... No, S.Evans. No, actually, M. Rogers had the fastest lap of the race with a 124.180, and S.Evans had a 124.198. So far, Rogers, M. Rogers has had the fastest lap of the race. And we're with 2 minutes left. We got Cheshire has now caught Rogers, and he's about to pass him. I had a feeling the way he was running earlier and that was see, that just goes to what I was saying before. He was stuck behind a blue flag car, and those were valuable seconds. Now with 1 minute and 43 seconds, he has got past, and now Drysdale is going to be looking to see if he could catch up and get involved in this. And also, Galanos is cut 2 seconds off Zelinski. We're not going to go to that right now, but we're going to stay with this. Leaders on final lap. We're staying right with this, guys. The leader is in the 13 car. As you see, he's just ahead of them. He's going to be going up the long straight, climbing the long straight. Cheshire goes off just a tad there, and Rogers went way off. And Rogers is, I think, starting to feel it from Drysdale. Did Drysdale get by Rogers? I think he did. Where's Rogers? Rogers is in 5th now. He went off. Rogers is off. This is a big... Oh, and Walter's by Rogers. Like I said, folks, anything could happen. Where's Bergen? How far is Bergen back? I don't think he's back. Yeah, he's back too far to get a spot. But Galanos is 7 seconds behind. And now you got Cheshire with Drysdale. And I bet you those guys are just really happy. Oh no, Drysdale has gone off now a little bit. He's lost time there. Will that give Walter... I think Walter's too far behind him, though. There's Drysdale's coming around the last corner. There's Walter. It's a pretty exciting race, though, guys. So if Water comes away with a fifth, Berggren, very, very solid the entire race. Great job by him in seventh. Kadevik, coming down the top half of the track. He has no one contesting him. '94 is pitted. The 15. Yeah, the 15 is already finished. So we're looking at the last racer to cross right now. And that's it. Nice race. Very nice race. Not a huge amount of incidents. Like I said, about 5 or 6. Very clean start. I had a snapshot of the incident report, if anyone wants it later. But congratulations to the winner in the number 13. So your first place was Galanos. Zelinski, then Galanos, Cheshire, Drysdale, Walter, Rogers had a bit of a collapse at the end, but nice race for him. Evans, who pretty much dominated the whole entire, like I would say, first 60% of the race, had a bit of an incident, and then went in the pits. Too bad. That was too bad that it happened. Berggren, great finish. Kadevik, good job. Vols and Ori, I think his name was number 94, finished 10th. And anyway, thank you all very much for participating. I'm sure the league is happy with you, and hope you show up next week and prepared, and to hopefully you subscribe to the channel. And it's been pretty fun. Started off very disorganized for me, but it ended up in very good. Monty Fundle. Should be a penalty. Blue flag doesn't mean you have to get out of the way. It's just to let you know there's a faster car behind. Yeah, that's right. It all depends on leagues. Every league has different things. Very good. Heard all your commentary while driving. Galanos. Yeah, great job, Galanos. You should be proud of yourself. Fantastic job. Anyway, I'm signing it off. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button, watching. Hopefully we're more prepared next week when we have all the cars set. And everywhere, best wishes till next week. Take care, guys. I thought it was a fun race. Well done. Very happy to have commentated this race too. Good night.